Viewers, Tamil Nadu's political drama continues nearly more than 80 hours after the assembly election verdict delivered, a rare hung house in a state known for decisive mandates. Now, in a stunning electoral debut, actor Vijay TVK shattered Tamil Nadu's decades-old two-party pattern, winning 108 seats in the 234-member assembly. But despite the massive victory, TVK remains 10 seats short of the 118 mark needed for a clear majority. And viewers, that gap has now triggered a constitutional and political showdown over who gets invited to form the government. Initially, there was strong expectation that Vijay, with conditional backing from Congress and possible support from smaller regional parties, would stake claim and prove majority later through a floor test. But Vijay's first meeting with Governor RV Arlekar appears to have altered that calculation. Now, sources say the governor was unconvinced by the numbers presented by TVK, and the two met again this morning for a second consecutive round of discussions lasting over 30 minutes. Now, during the meeting, Vijay was reportedly asked how he intended to run a stable government only with 113 assured MLAs. Now, sources say the governor insisted on written letters of support from at least 118 legislators before taking any call on government formation. Now, viewers, Vijay, however, is understood to have maintained that he is ready for a floor test, and as leader of the single largest party, deserves the first opportunity to prove majority. Now, viewers, the development have once again brought focus on the Supreme Court stand in hung assembly cases. Now, the Supreme Court has repeatedly made its position clear on hung assemblies, and the top court says a governor's decision can be challenged if it appears arbitrary or politically motivated. Now, most importantly, the Supreme Court has consistently maintained that the floor test remains the best and most democratic way to prove majority. And the judiciary has also stressed that governors must rely on verifiable proof of support while deciding whom to invite to form the government. And finally, the court has made it clear that mere suspicion alone cannot be used to block a party's claim to form the government. So what options does a governor have in a hung assembly? Viewers, governor has discretionary power under Article 164(1) Constitution, gives no rigid formation formula. Now, key principles is ability to prove majority, stable alliance can also stake claim, and floor test remains final majority check. And viewers, India's political history has seen several controversial examples where governors exercised these powers differently. Now, India has seen several controversial examples in the past where governors exercised their discretion differently in hung assemblies. Now, in Maharashtra in 2019, the BJP government was sworn in after an overnight political move, but the government collapsed within just 80 hours. Now, in Manipur in 2017, Congress emerged as the single largest party, yet the governor invited the BJP after it secured support from regional allies. And in Goa in 2017, despite Congress winning more seats, the governor invited the BJP-led alliance to form the government. And in all three cases, the final test of majority eventually happened on the floor of the House. And coming back to Tamil Nadu, Congress 5 seats keep Vijay in contention for now, while left parties and smaller Tamil outfits could still help TVK cross the halfway mark. And viewers, if that happens, Vijay could complete the cinema to politics journey once travelled by C.N. Annadurai, MGR, J. Jayalalitha and M. Karunanidhi. But viewers, the core constitutional question remains unresolved. In a hung assembly, what matters more? Is the mandate of the single largest party enough or need a majority test?